doing some great stuff, and perhaps maybe doesn't travel as much as other players as we can see consistently going to events. So yeah, I think I've always been aware of Sintro's Rob just being this, you know, this name, you know, it's just always around.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
So we'll see how it goes. A nice opening there, a little bit of gyro extension to get a 51% out in the first 10 seconds of this game. So a nice blistering start there as we see Greninja mounting the response. Just trying to answer as best as possible, getting a few of those little tricky combo extensions, and there we have it, 44% from Greninja as well. But yeah, Rob getting that back throw, trying to get another back air, but it gets caught by a drag down up air. Nothing comes from it though.
For sure, and here we kind of see like one of Tarik's main weaknesses that we saw Siski abuse on day one, that double jump back to the stage, or even the double jump air dodges back to the stage. And Sintro also getting a little bit of mileage out of that. Of course, one of Tarik's main strengths being that off-stage presence, and this is where Sintro, you know, kind of has to deal with that. Tarik playing a little bit slow to start off with, kind of feeling out how the Sintro like to recover. And once he has that data, he's going to start capitalizing more and more and more. So far, we kind of get a back and forth in neutral. Tarik trying to pick up the gyro. Of course, one of the hidden advanced techniques of Smash Ultimate, grabbing items, falling off platforms. It's all par for the course. And Sintro finding that back air KO. Such a meaty, such a lasting move. I love to see those backers come out and getting the KOs because, you know, at the end of the day, the jump mix-ups are one of the most important skills that you can master in this game, you know? Mixing between your fast-fall aerials, non-fast-fall aerials, full hops, short hops, empty landings, specials, and if you got a good balance between those, you can see results instantly in, for example, a back air mix-up like that. Talking about results though, Tarik finding a down tilt kill confirm immediately, or well, not quite immediately, we got an 80% lead that is getting chipped at by Tarik right now. So let's see, can Tarik push this forward and go back to an even game state? Does get some whiff punishes, but does not convert them. He does convert those though, and now Tarik is back in the lead. So a very, very back and forth game, right? We saw Sintro with a bit of a lead, but as soon as Tarik fired up the engines, we're really seeing him put on a clinic in the second stock. Look at that, another down tilt up smash. He keeps finding these both.
He does. It is one of those things where a lot of Greninjas will be using those kinds of moves, the down tilts, the up tilts, and those dash attacks just to pop opponents up and get those follow-ups. But down tilt up smash being a very strong one, despite the DI, you're not going to be getting away from that. Nice up smash connecting onto Tarik. Will take that stock, evening it out. Once again, only 14%. But you know, considering how well we managed to see Tarik take 2 stocks after, you know, this, you know, extended passage of play, really strong stuff. Tarik is definitely able to put the put the screws to Sintro if possible. But you know, Sintro can definitely answer back at any point. Nice full up air. Does not able to catch anything from the landings. They got punished for it with a few stray hits.
Tarik looking for that gyro into forward smash. I saw that tricky setup, but quick shout out, guys. If you jump and press Z, you will buffer a Z catch from the ledge, and none of those gyros on the ledge will ever bother you again. That's exactly what Sintro did, knowing how to deal with his own character's strongest tools, like the gyro, of course. Very important for a raw player to know how to deal with gyro. Again, Tarik looking for those down tilts, looking for those kill confirms, finds the Nair, but the strong hit of Nair not going to lead into much there. See how they open up the neutral here. We see Sintro kind of looking for something. A lot of Nairs coming out, holding that gyro in the hand, also looking for that as a combo starter, but it's not quite coming home.
Yeah. At this kind of percentage, probably looking a little bit stronger to get those confirms on a heavy boy like Rob earlier. A little bit too little percent to get the confirm because of the platform allowing the tech opportunity. So potentially Tarik able to find it here if we just get one clean hit, but Sintro fighting back. Wow! No obvious signs of potentially killing there, but maybe a little bit of suspect DI, perhaps. Not quite sure, but either way, the kill goes down. Tarik 1-0 up over Sintro after quite a blistering start from Sintro. Tarik just managed to regain the control and continue to hold that and keep pushing the advantage from there.
Yeah, and you love to see Tarik just picking it up so well, just like you said. And I mean, now it's up to Sintro to adapt on his end, right? And what we saw there is kind of game one can go one or two ways, right? So either they kind of feel each other out and we get a very adaptation heavy game one, or they both just kind of like go with what they know works and there's going to be like a clear victory based on that. And I think we saw the latter, right? I think we saw Sintro do Sintro things, we saw Tarik do Tarik things, and at the end of the day, Tarik things win. So now it's up to Sintro to say, hey, okay, Tarik things are better than Sintro things. Maybe I need to find some sort of adaptation. Maybe I need to identify what exactly about Tarik's gameplay it is that I need to adapt to. And one of the main things, in my opinion, are those kill confirms, right? Being more aware of that down tilt option and avoiding that entirely, because every single time now we see Sintro do so well in terms of damage, right? Tarik can answer back, but it's not like he is behind in terms of damage. But if we look at the differential in KO power, in killing opportunities, then, you know, Tarik is just way ahead of Sintro's KO power.
Yeah, throughout that as well, have been incredibly oppressive stuff coming out from Tarik, and so far actually using that rage to get that KO. We saw so much usage of up air, dragging down and continuing these combos and these strings so wonderfully. Challenging the down smash, but that's going to be it. The down air coming out and connecting onto Tarik, who had maybe played with a little bit too much fire, despite being a water type. Yeah, it's still a little bit dangerous, my friend. The down air will take that one, equalizing the stocks. So, yeah.
That's exactly what Sintro needs, right? To kind of like close that gap in KO power, and that's exactly what he does. Finding that down air active for 7 frames, absolutely insane move, and Sintro making great use of that strength. Again, the down tilt, such a good move against Greninja. Greninja kind of struggling up close at times. Of course, has that super powerful down tilt, you know, but the down tilt is not exactly safe. It's like -12, something like that. And at the end of the day, Rob, that down tilt is going to dominate close range like that. So Sintro, again, finding the right opportunities, finding those close quarter situations, and finding those grabs when Tarik starts respecting the down tilts as well. And those grabs can also be a huge factor in kind of evening up the jail gap. And ooh, these downers keep connecting. Like you said, cannot resist that fire move. Sintro just finding the right opportunities, and Tarik looking a little bit greedy, because I'm pretty sure he was grabbing the ledge there and just kind of dropped it, falling into the down air. So a little bit hasty there is Tarik.
Yeah, and Sintro just finding the right moment to get these punishes every single time, but there, once again, the KO confirmed with that up smash coming out, allowing, you know, Tarik a little bit more of an even game, as he's been just trying to hang on to. You know, pretty much throughout the entire set, just, you know, falling behind, trying to get back to even, then trying to take a slight lead. It's going to matter the most, obviously, on this final stock. Once again, going for that drag down up air into up tilt, but continuing the pressure along those. Every single platform goes off stage, and then that forward air will take that second game. Wonderful stuff. Yet again, this is what I'm talking about, being able to hold that pressure and just move around. Wonderful stuff.
I warned you at the beginning of the games. I told you, Tarik, one of the strongest points in Tarik's gameplay is his offstage pressure. And we didn't really see that come to fruition in the first game. And like I said, he's kind of waiting the opponent out, kind of getting a feel, hey, how do you like to recover? And once he has an idea of what your recovery routes are, that is when he starts to actually pressure them, does not overcommit without the data. However, now that he's up 2-0, we're going to see a bit of an experiment coming out here. I'm seeing Kazuya, and I'm happy to see it, honestly, because I think Tarik's Kazuya has been leveling up every single time I see it, and I'm really curious to see what is it going to do right now. We saw it come out against Gluttony, did lose 3-0, but saw some great moments of brilliance. Let's see if he can push Sintro to his limits as well.
Yeah, I think he's 2-0 up, so he has the space in the room to maybe play one game. If he loses this one, go back to Greninja just to confirm, you know. Doesn't want to play with too much fire, but wants to bring it out just to give it a crack. Have seen it a few times over the course of the last few months. Very nice. He gets the footstool into the crumple, into the wonderful confirm. Ooh. Wow, that's a sheer
finishing it
right
off.
there.
Yeah, that would be extremely potent, and Tarik just finding that before he's into Rage Art, and that is so huge, because when that Rage Art comes on deck, you want to use it. You know, you want to use it to get the KO, or at least like a huge chunk of damage. And if you gotta use it for the KO, you don't have it for the next stock. And now he has that 10% damage bonus that's gonna be big coming into his damage output right here. Look at that, the triple down,
absolutely stunning,
and makes it back as well. Just immaculate conversions by Tarik's Kazuya, and that Rage Art still on deck finally loses it, and he's looking extremely dominant here. Did not even need the Greninja. In fact, his Kazuya is doing better than his Greninja.
think it's one of those things of bringing out a brand new matchup, making it difficult for your opponent to know how you're going to approach it. Potentially, obviously, I think the newest character, obviously, so like definitely less information and knowledge. Is that going to be? It can't be, surely. 110, but yeah, there we go. That's going to be it for now. Wow, 3-stock, absolutely emphatic finish from Tarik, bringing out the Kazuya at that last game, 2-0 up, and 3-stock Sintro, who has, of course, booked him his way to the grand finals, but has to bow out to a very, very aggressive play from Tarik there. Incredible stuff, and wow, I guess that is Kazuya, kids.
Yeah, Tarik just leaving nothing up to interpretation, saying 3-stock with a Kazuya, and that's got to be a huge confidence boost coming into the next set versus Siski in losers final. So that's going to be huge for Tarik. Really excited. Like I said, you know, I want to see that Kazuya. I want to see it put in work. I want to see how it's evolved this time, and this is a result, a 3-stock on deck. After, you know, like, I don't want to say he struggled with the Greninja, but it was definitely more of a back and forth than the 3-stock could ever be. So here we got the